Hi everyone. Uh, Welcome to Project Learn, a Reskill and Spark initiative aiming at upskilling tech enthusiasts on emerging AI technology with the help of workshops and hackathons, and building a highly engaged Spark AI community. Through these workshops, you would be taught how to build AI effects on Spark AI Studio with features that enhance the experience of Facebook and Instagram users. I'm Anamika, and before we start the workshop, I would like to run through a small presentation to share the purpose, flow, application, and benefits of being a part of this program. Can we have the presentation, Chavi? So, uh, as I mentioned, Project Learn aims at helping you kickstart your career in the domain of augmented reality by training you in the technology. Next slide. So the program structure is divided into three broad stages. In the first stage, we will walk you through Spark AR Studio and teach you how to create your first AR effect from scratch, which involves importing assets, canvas, face tracking, patch editor, and generating test link. In the second phase, we will move a step further, teaching you about the advanced filters and share with you Spark AR policies before you finally submit your effect. Submission of your effect will get you a meta certification and access to resources which will help you to prepare for the hackathon. In the final phase, we will host hackathons at your college level and at Pan India level. You would be rewarded and recognized for your efforts and contribution. Next slide. Before we move further, I would quickly like to introduce Spark AI Studio to you all. Spark AI Studio is a tool used by a global community of AI creators and brands to create and share experiences using Facebook family of apps. An augmented reality is an interactive experience which digitally enhances what can be seen, heard, and touched in the real world. At the moment, we have over 600 million people using AR on Meta apps. Next slide. Let's quickly have a look at what is happening in the world of AR. There are four key capabilities where AR is being used currently. To give you a brief insight on how AR is being used worldwide, we all have come across these face filters on Instagram where we can add a mask on our face. This is done by using a face tracking capability. IKEA, the popular Swedish chain of home furnishing store, uses AR to help their customers choose the right furniture for their home through the world tracking capability. While QR codes are normal to scan, we are now able to scan pamphlets and business cards using target tracking. Similarly, body and hand tracking, the latest capability introduced, is offers utility for fashion and e-commerce brands, allowing users to try an outfit digitally before they click on a purchase. Next slide. Here are a few facts that you have. I'm pretty sure used or maybe seen on Instagram. Like we have this. First one that you see, it is basically it changes the hair color when you scream or getting a phone call from the celebrity. This is one of the effect that has been created. Next slide. AR also plays a very important role in escalating your gamifying experience by mapping the effects with facial expressions, gestures, and head movement. Next slide. So, AR, during the pandemic, AR played a very, very crucial role in bringing the world to your drawing room by emphasizing on the moment, making the content much more interactive, enjoyable, and memorable. Next slide. Now, having said this, what do I do with the AR effect that I have created? So, the effect that you create can be published on your Instagram user page in the stories section in Reels. And the most amazing part is that your effect is available for the audience worldwide to use and experience. Next slide. Okay, I created my AR effect. It is available for the international audience. I can get a lot of audience, and I can get a lot of people looking at my work. But at the same time, how does it help me professionally? So there are various ways in which AR can be used to your advantage. We can monetize on the platform by building interactive AR for brands and creators. We can become an AR UX researcher, AR developer, and an educator. We can also leverage our career by identifying and solving problems. And we can take augmented reality career further into learning VR and XR. With so many advantages, both immediate and long term, I'm pretty sure you're going to make the most of these workshops. We had shared with you the download link for Spark AI Studio in the email. I hope you have downloaded it. In case you haven't, I request you to download it before we begin the session. Next. Um, So I'm going to hand over the virtual stage to Chavi, who's your mentor for today. Chavi is an AR creator for last 2 years and has created some amazing AR effects during her journey. She was in the top 5 in Meta Spark AR India Brand Challenge, and today she would be hand holding you into creating your first AR effect. And we look forward to your amazing effects and your learning. And over to you, Chavi. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for such an amazing introduction, ma'am. So let's get started with the today's workshop. It's going to be something really amazing and crazy at the same time because will be learning augmented reality, and there might be chances that it's your first time to get started with this new technology. So before starting, let me just show you that what actually we are going to create today. So I'll just quickly share up my screen and show you that what amazing thing we are thinking to make today. So just give me a second. Yeah, cool. So this is what we will be making today. Yeah, a very cute, simple panda filter that we are making today. And yeah, it's gonna be something great experience. So let's firstly understand that what is actually augmented reality and why we are today here for the Spark AR thing. So what happens, like augmented reality is basically like, for example, right now I am not I'm not wearing my glasses, but with the augmented reality I can like have those glasses on my eyes. So augmented reality, and also there's a huge difference between augmented reality and virtual reality at the same time, and sometimes people get confused with that as well. So apart from that, let's understand that what is actually Spark AI at the same time. So Spark AI is basically a platform where we can make Instagram, or we can say Facebook effects in a very easy and a quick manner. It's very easy to get started with it, and like anyone can get started. If you are a developer, designer, or from a non-tech background as well, you can just get started with this new technology, and it's very much easy for you. Believe me, it's very much easy. It's not something really tough. So I'll just share my screen and show you that how you can download the Spark AR Studio if you haven't till now. So yeah, here we go. You just have to first of all write download Spark AR Studio. Yeah, here we go. We'll click on the first link, and yeah, click on the download button if you haven't downloaded yet. And I'll also put this in the uh, sec- live comment section so that you can just download it ASAP. Yeah, so here you can download this, and it's very much easy for it. So till then, till you guys are downloading it, let's understand that why you should get started with Spark AI and why it is important for you. So actually, it's a a really great opportunity, especially right now. We are somehow promoting remote work, remote jobs, and Spark AR actually gives you that accessibility and also that flexibility that yeah, you can do the remote work, remote job. And there are really great opportunities like Meta used to come with great hackathons in which the prize money goes up to $20,000, which is really amazing. And like recently there was a challenge in which if you have came between 400 to 500 position, still you will be receiving $300, and it's a really amazing amount, right? So working on some cool effects, making something like turning your imagination into reality will give you good gigs, and at the same time appreciation is something that everyone wants, right? So yeah, this is the thing. I hope you have downloaded the Spark AI Studio. So we can get started with it now. Cool. So I've shared my screen. Yeah. First of all, we will be like opening our Spark AI Studio. Um, it's right now opening. Cool. And also, if you have any sort of doubt, if you get stuck somewhere, or if you're not able to understand anything, you can just put your questions in the comment section. I'll surely be answering to all. Okay. Yeah. So when you open this Sparkia Studio, it seems to be very like you won't be able to understand that what is it and how it goes. So let me just explain it very quickly that what is it. First of all, there are three options that you receive. That's blank project. Second is sharing experience. The third one is video calling experience. So in the blank project, like for example, right now you have no idea that what sort of project you are making. So you can just click on the blank project and get started with a newly fresh file. Okay, then sharing experience is basically, for example, you are making an AR effect so that the people can share on their reels, on their stories, on their messages. Like for example, you might have seen various reels or posts in which the people have used filters, right? So that's how, like, that's how it goes in the sharing experience category. And the third one is the video calling experience. That is like for example, like sometimes we used to do video calling with our friends and family. So that time also we get few options of effects. So for that also you can make a really cool effect for your friends while you're doing video calling with them on Instagram, or we can say Facebook. So that's how it goes. And we can see there are various templates at the same time. So what is it and how we can use it? So let's understand that too as well. For example, let me just click on this template of, we can say, let's take this one, the specs one. Okay. So when I clicked on this, it will open. Okay, its name is face decoration. Now you can see that it's a filter. It's an effect in which the person is having specs, okay, on their face, and everything is done. You can make certain changes, and yeah, you are good with it. So basically these templates are provided to you so that you, if for example you are a beginner, you can get started with this technology very easily. And second thing that goes in, sometimes like the people who are advanced in it are like also use it very like it plays a major role for them as well at the same time, because it is very easy. Like for example, like for example, if I am making a filter in which I want to do hair color. Okay, so I'll, what I have or add some more capabilities to it, more functionalities to it. What I have to do, I'll just click on that particular template. I'll go to this and add some more advanced capabilities to it, and yeah, I'm good with it. I like it. Actually helps me in making my work easy. So yeah, that's the use of templates. So we have various sort of templates here. Now, the second thing that goes is learn. So there are various creators who did a really great job in adding their experience, and also adding a few videos of them making how, like, you can make, for example, if you want to create a face tracking effect, if you want to create a glow with render passes. So it's very easy. You can just refer to these videos, these tutorials, if you are a beginner, or if, like, there are a few videos for the advanced as well. For example, if you want to get started with the scripting, it's very much easy, right? So this is how these learn tutorials also work. And yeah, like, creators have worked a lot on this, right? And also, like, when there's a effect that goes on our face, so, like, you know that the, like, everyone has like different face structure. So for that, there are like, we actually have to use some face references assets. I'll explain about that, what is asset, later on. So till now we can like keep it like this. Okay, so hi White Devil. Hi everyone. Okay, cool. So yeah, like, in that case, because everyone has different face structure, so in that case what happens, we actually need a face reference for it, right? So like, we have face references also available for us. You can just open the website and refer to those, and it's very much easy. You can see some recent project, you can open any of your project, and that's so easy and nice. Cool. So let's get started with our very new first project. And I am damn sure, and I can guarantee you, it's gonna be something really cool and amazing for you, because after this you can flaunt in front of your friends that, yeah, I have made one effect. And also, like, when you actually publish an effect, it is actually visible on your Facebook and Instagram IDs as well. So like, all of your friends will be able to see on your profiles that, yeah, you have made this particular thing. And yeah, it's very cool, good and amazing to do. Yeah, right. So let's get started with our Spark AR Studio, right? So first we'll understand about what all things are there on this platform. Okay, first we have the file section, edit, view, add. These are the sections. To understand that, let's understand first these sections. So first of all, we have on our left side, we have our screen panel. Okay, now what happens on the screen panel, like, see, scene panel, like, for example, whatever you are seeing here, right, is to be added here. Now what do I mean? Scene is basically, like, for example, I want to add something to this particular effect, okay, which will be visible to the person who is using it. So that particular thing will be added to the scene panel, right? And like, for example, the device, camera, focal distance, basically how much distance will be there. Okay, and yeah, like, you can see, like, I have clicked on the camera. Now this particular thing has been traced like this. Yeah, the device and the focal distance and the light. So that's how it works, right? For example, I can also set the direction, like how I want to set this. I can move this light from here to here. I can easily set this as well. Okay, now let's move further with our asset panel. Now what goes in the asset panel, you can import. So assets is basically the things you actually need in your AR file. Yeah. So for example, you are needing few things, like, for example, you want to add some photos to your filter, or you want to add some background photos, something like that. So you can add those textures, those materials to the asset panel, or you can import them from your computer, or you can import from the asset library. Now let's understand how. Believe me, asset library is something that everyone loves, no matter who you are, if you are a beginner, intermediate level, or an advanced level person. Asset library is something you will be loving throughout your journey. Reason being, it contains everything that you need. Okay, so, like, when you open the asset library, okay, here you will get everything, every little thing. Like, for example, if I want some 3D objects to be added, there are, like, you can clearly see there are 999 plus assets available, right? So it is so easy and accessible, and it's totally free. And music and sound, what happens, um there's a copyright claim that goes with the filters at the same time. So this music and sound section has like if you'll use these this music and sound, there will be no copyright claim. Okay, so this is again a very great thing for us. The fourth thing comes is patch assets. I'll be getting to it later on, because patches is something, is basically like for example, you are making a filter, you need some customization. So there are a lot of patches that are available. For example, I am making a filter in which I want my outline segmentation, like my outline. So I can just click on this, and I can import this very like for free, and then I can use it easily. So it will help me in like reducing my work of making the whole patch from scratch, right? So this is the thing. Then we here comes the texture. So there are various textures. Okay, like for example, I want to add a texture of some liquid, or if I want to add some more textures, it can be of anything, right? You can just see here that there are various sort of textures. Like for example, this dirt texture can be used as a depiction of sky stars something. So yeah, textures are very much important. Then we have blocks, and yeah, like for example, I want my face to be blur. So how I'm going to do it? I can just use this block. Okay, my favorite block is the makeup block. To be really frank, reason being, it helps me just adding up this whole makeup thing in just one click, and it's very much easy for me to do it. Then we have script patches, like for example, see, Spark here gives you a flexibility of doing like of working on it in a very easy manner. If you are a coding person, then yeah, you can do some scripting. You can work on some script packages, and yeah, it would be easy for you. You can add some animation logic, and you can make the effect more interactive. But yeah, if you are not a coder, if you are from some different domain, then it's also fine. Okay, like using script is not that much important. Like there are various AR developers who are still like who still has zero knowledge of coding, and still they are making some great cool effects for the for brands like what I can say, for brands like McAfee and who. So yeah. So and we have some color alerts. So basically you might have seen those filters in which like there is some grainy stuff that goes, or like the like for example, you can see this is the real one, and this is after using that particular LUT. So LUT basically LUT. Yeah. So it actually adds some different colors to your filters. Okay. Like for example, you might have seen those black and white filters. So that's how it goes on. So it's very easy, and it's amazing to use the asset library asset. Yeah. So and here like everything, like for example, I'm clicking on this, it will show all in the right side, it will show me all the important things, like basically the whole description, right? Yeah. And also here we go on the workspace, I can just open show patch editor. Here I can make changes, like for example, if I want to, I can drag and drop the camera, I can do changes to it. For example, I want the video recording, I can add something to it. So that's how the patch editor works, right? Cool. So yeah, and there's just one more thing, like for example, if you have made this filter, like for example the filter is made, then you want to test it before publishing, you might be thinking of testing it, right? So for testing, you can click on this, and you can just test it. Before that, you have to add experience. Now why experience is being added in the starting, I have shown you that there are three types of there are three things that you can make, right? It is very much important to add experience, because it will make the person understand that why, for which audience you are making that filter, right? For example, I'm making that filter just for the post and reels, then I'll be adding the sharing experience. Okay, if I am making the filter for the for the people who are doing the video calls, okay, on Instagram or Facebook, then I'll be adding the video calling experience. Else I can add the ads. Like there are various filters that are like properly made for the ads, so I have to add the ads experience. So these are like few, what we can say, differentiations basically you need to understand and you need to keep in your mind. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess that's all. So we can just get started with our effect. So first of all, I'll go here and I'll click on this plus. You can see clearly. When I click on this plus, you can see there are various amazing things that goes on. Like for example, there is scene understanding, 3D objects. We have so many things, lights, effects. There are so many things that go on. Okay, so as I've made, like as I show you that we are making a cute panda filter in which we will be having a panda on our head and their paws on our cheeks. So for that, we have to track our face. So we will be taking the face tracker. Let's click on insert, and yeah, I have my face tracker here. Okay, now what I have to do, since I have my face tracker here, now what I'll be doing, I will be uh like I like yeah, here's my face tracker. Now in my face tracker I'll be adding a null object. Why I'll be adding a null object? Reason being, they because I have to add the I actually have to like adds the pics of panda and the paws on my face, right? So for that I'll be adding the null object, and in that null object I'll be adding some plane. Okay, now now in this plane, now you can see that, yeah. And now for example, if I'll just pause the video, let's, yeah, now let's pause it and let's keep it the front view. Yeah, here we go. Cool. So now you can see I can actually, if I click on this arrow, I can actually drag it. See, I can easily drag this plane in the way I want, right? I can click it and I can drag it the way I want. I can place it, and when I'll play my video, yeah, now you can see the plane is being tracked on the face properly. Now I'll show you one more thing. If I'll keep the plane outside the face tracker, it will not track the plane now. So it is very much important to understand where you are keeping your objects. Okay, so keep your plane inside your null object, and then yeah, here you can see it has started tracking according to the head. Okay, cool. So I'll keep this plane name as a panda plane, keeping it some nicely. Okay, cool. So after that, yeah, as I have created the panda plane, I'll add a material to it. Now you can see there are some properties of it. I can do some transformation. I can scale it up. I can do rotation. Now, what is the meaning of scale? Let's keep it to 10. So scale is basically, yeah, scale is basically you can say the size of the particular uh, material that I am using. For example, let's first of all take up a good material, and it is a very good practice to name all your assets and all your objects a name, because like later on you feels messed up that what actually you made. It is actually very difficult to differentiate it later on, and also it helps to the other person also to understand that what actually made, if you are making them understand that what is it, if you are showing to someone else, right? Also, if you have any doubt, you can drop it in the comment section. Yeah, I will be happy to clear all the doubts then and there. Cool. So yeah, let's keep the material name as panda material. Okay, yeah, it's cool. Great. So also before adding something to it, let's import some pictures from my computer. Yeah, what pictures I can, yeah, these two pictures I want to import. These two pictures I've taken from Google, and it's very easy to find, right? So, and also, yeah, now you can see the panda. Now it is being compressed. Now why it is being compressed? Because the thing is that there's a limit. Now for example, if you are making an effect, now you also don't want the person to wait for the effect to be loaded. So for that reason, there's a limit, like your effect should be under 4 MB. Okay, if it's for Instagram, and same like it's different for the Facebook as well. Like there is a, what we can say, this, there's a limit. Okay, of like how much MB it is of. So for now I know that the panda and the final paw image is a very, is in KB. So let's not compress it, let's make it none compression. Like for example, in iOS, Android, and older Android, I want that there would be no compression. So let's keep the compression as none. Perfect. Cool. So is there in doubt? I'll just check it out. Cool, no doubt. Great. Let's go move on. So yeah, I have created the panda material. Now if you can see, like there's a color thing, I can add some color to it if I want to. Okay, but right now I don't want to add any of the color. So let's select the texture of panda. Cool. Now you can see that actually I have added the panda image as white. Okay, but it is being showed as in somehow in gray. So let's change the shader type to flat. Now you can see it is being white, right? Now what's the reason of it? Because I have just changed the shader type. Okay, now accordingly, let's have some, like let's see the other shaders as well. For example, it's physical based. You can see the like the panda is looking really very different now. If it's face paint, now it's somehow being merged with the face, or we can say hair right now, blended. Yeah, and like is like for example, if I want to create some patch asset or something, so let's keep it as flat. If you want that there shouldn't be any sort of change, then keep your shader type as flat. Else like if you'll keep it standard, it will obviously, now you can see the color has been changed. So keep it as flat. Cool. Looks great to me. And yeah, let me also do one thing. Where's the material? Let's go to the front. Let's place it in the, yeah, cool, amazing. So now I have added the plane of the panda. Let's add two more planes for what we can say for the pause. So I'll right click and click on the duplicate. Again, I'll right click and click on the duplicate. Now why I did so? To just save my time, right? Because ultimately the um, settings will be same, but the difference would be the position of the pause will be different, and also the what we can say, the size of the pause will be different, right? And also the material at the same time, right? So yeah, let's keep it as paw. Let's keep this one paw be at left, and let's keep this paw to be at right. Cool. Now click on this one, and after that make a new material. Name that material as paw left. Then go to the texture and click on the final paw. Now it's done. Now what you have to do, just give me a minute. Go to the black side. Yeah. Now you can see the position of the paw and panda is on the same, right? So what we have now, I want to drag drop, but it's very difficult to understand that which actually I'm like picking up. So I'll click on the paw left. Now it is being like clicked, so I'll drag it to here. Now you can see that its size is very large, so I'll go to scale and keep the size as 0.4, 0.4, and 0.4. Okay, let's see if it's It's still large, so let's keep it 0.3, 0.3, and 0.3. Perfect, right? Now, let's like, yeah, it's done, right? Now, for the paw, right, what you have to do, again, we'll do the same thing. We'll make a new material, okay, for the paw, right, and then making the new material, we'll change the name of the material as paw, right. After doing it, we'll add a texture to it. That is the final paw. Okay, then we'll go to it, we'll drag it around around our cheek, and then we'll change the scale to 0.3, 0.3, and 0.3. Okay, you can just keep it accordingly how you want to, and obviously you can set, for example, I want the paw to be here or somewhere else. You can just keep it like that, and it's very much easy, it's not difficult. Okay, so yeah, so this is the thing. Now I'll just play the video and I can see clearly that now uh, somehow it's made. Yeah, it's looking perfect to me actually. Yeah, it's looking totally perfect to me. Now what I have to do, let's pause it again. Now the thing is that it's looking perfect, but still what's actually missing is somehow the face smoothness. Okay, so let's add one more thing. I'll show you in the face tracker only. Let's add one more object that is of face mesh. Now why we are adding this thing, I'll show you very quickly. So basically, if I want to add something to my face, let's take an example of some mask. Okay, you might have seen some filters in which there's a mask on your face, right, or some tattoos on your face. So for that we use face mesh. Okay, if you will go again, it works somehow in the same way. Go to the face mesh, create a material, create new material, and change the material name to the face, and then yeah, you can add any of the texture if you want to, right? But right now why I use the face mesh for, like, you can use the face mesh if you want to add, like, for example, let's take an example. If I wanted to add the panda photo on my face, so that's how we can do, right? So that's how you can make. But right now I want my skin to be look smooth. Okay, I'm not adding up the whole makeup thing right now, but yeah, I am adding the smoothness to my face, so that it in most of the filters we have seen, there is somehow makeup in all those, and that's actually increases the user experience at the same time. So let's add that. So for that, now you can see there is a one more option that added is retouching. When you click on retouching, you will be able to see that, yeah, now the skin is being smooth. Okay, like for example, if a person now if I'll go to the face mesh. Okay, if I'll go to the face, now I can also see that how much smoothing I want in the face. If you see clearly to it, yeah, if you'll see clearly, right now the face is not smooth, and when I did this, it is being smooth. So yeah, smoothness is somehow important in filters. Like, it's a good practice to add this smoothness in most of your effects, because it will again enhance the user experience, and also how many people are using it. So it's a good practice to add in. So yeah, we are good with it, so we'll play it, and yeah, it's done. So it's so right now we are seeing it on a girl. So if you'll go to this if you'll go to the left side, you'll see there's a file, there's a workspace, there's also one more option of video. When you click on this, you can see what video you want. So there are few real time simulation that are given to you already. So in those real time simulation, what is available, like for example, if there is a person in the real time, how, like for example, if the person is smiling and if the person is nodding their head, then how the filter will be reacting to it. Okay. And also I can just open up my camera and see also. Okay. So that's how it works. So right now I'm seeing that how my filter will be looking at a girl. If I click on this, okay, I'll be able, I'll click on play, I'll be able to see that how the filter is going to look on a boy. Okay. And if I'll click on this, how the filter is going to look like on a person who is having a beard. Okay, now using it, I got to know that yeah, I need to I need to set this thing. I need to set paw here, right? Yeah, looks cool to me. um yeah, it looks perfect to me. Yeah. And then after that I can also see that how the filter is going to look to a person. Okay. If a kind of foreign person is using it, right? And apart from that, if you want to add your own simulation, you can just click on plus and you can add your own simulation as well. But again, there's a file type that you need to keep in your mind before adding the face real time simulation. Okay. So yeah, great. Now if I'm making some filter that is not for phase, that is for the area, then I can add some simulations to it. Sounds cool. Great. So this is the thing, I have seen that how it looks and it's looking perfect to me. Amazing. So yeah, that's how we actually made our very first own AR filter. Let's first of all save it up. Let's go to the file section. Let's save it up. Let's keep it as named as cute panda filter. Okay, it's saved. Now what I have to do, I'll click on the test on device and now I'll send the link to my Instagram. You can send it on your Facebook as well. It's totally up to you. When this link will be forwarded to the Instagram, then how you will be checking out in your notification, uh, you will be receiving like that, yeah, you can try out your filter. Then you can just try out your filter, make a demo video of it, and it will be looking perfect to it. Okay. Now when you will try your filter and when you are like, okay, now the filter is looking perfect on me, then you can make a demo video of it, and yeah, here you can publish your video. So it's not just that you will be just making up the filter for your own. Let's publish it, and it is very much amazing, right? So click on the publish, and yeah, you can publish your new effect. If you like, as I mentioned, you can just make a demo video of yours, because when uh, the filter is going to be up on your Instagram or Facebook account profile, then there two things are needed. One is the is basically the thumbnail, and the second one is the demo video. I'll just show you up here. When I click on upload, Spark AI Hub will open in your browser when the upload is finished. Okay. So yeah, it is being opened. It will take some time. Till then, if you have any doubt, you can just put it in the comment section. I would be happy to answer all. Yeah. So it is being 90% done. And yeah, let's open up in the Spark Air Hub. Okay. It's being opened. Now, what I'll be seeing that cool, it is being opened. So let's take it like that way. Yeah, it's my account. And now let's give your filter a very unique and good name. I like to keep it as a cute panda name, and you can add, like for example, if you are making a filter for some hacking mask, then you can add a name as a hacker or something like that. Or yeah, you can keep the name as lazy panda as well. It sounds cool. Okay. Yeah, here is your AR file, and you can publish on all the platforms if you want to, or you can specify the platforms. Okay, like for example, you want to publish it only for Instagram, then you can turn it off. Okay, you can just turn off these, And if you want it to be published everywhere, then you can just click on all platforms. Then it will be published on all the platforms automatically. Then allow people on Instagram to use your effect and videos that they have already taken. So there are two things that goes on, that you have made the effect but you don't want people to see. Okay, then you can uncheck this. Okay, the owner is me, obviously. Okay, yeah, like for example, if you have merged like your accounts, and yeah, you can change it. Now you can add the categories. Now see what I have made. I have made a filter in which there's a phase, there's a interaction is to be done. So I can add things to it. Like for example, I can add appearance, like it is for front facing, obviously. And yeah, it is like, yeah, animal is somehow being used in it. Okay, and we can add something like, for example, yeah, it is somehow like color and light. Cool. Now we can add some keywords. Why we are adding keywords is like, if you'll go, like there's a thing that is being like, we actually get an option of browse more effects when you go and check more, and when you are going to check more and more filters on Instagram or Facebook, then there's an option that will be available is browse more effects. So there you can actually search filters, okay, according to the keywords. Okay, so it's not always important that the person is finding a cute filter, and if like that the person will be writing cute panda, they can write something else as well. So let's give it, like, we have the limit of 20, so we can add at least up to 20 keywords. So let's add the keyword as panda. Let's have cute panda. Cute, it's a selfie thing, so let's keep it as selfie. Or yeah, we have added the beautify thing, so we can add beauty as well at the same time. So now here's the thing, that you have to add the demo video. You can capture it, okay, or you can just upload it. Let's upload it from here. Okay, I have the this demo video of mine. It's being uploaded. Now there are two options that goes on. I can use my own video thumbnail, or I can upload the image separately. Okay, so like I can use the video thumbnail, like for example, like this, it will be shown if I am using the video thumbnail. Or what I can do, I can just click on the upload image, click on choose file. Let's use this one. But yeah, this cool. Okay, crop panda. Cool. Sounds cool to me. Nice. And I need to keep one thing. Like, yeah, that's how you can see that how it's gonna look to your Instagram or Facebook, right? So I want it to be look like this. It's looking cute and perfect to me. Now for example, if you have made the filter with your friend, or with some other creator, then you can add the collaborators as well. And it takes at least 5 days, to in for the confirmation of your effect. Because like the minimum time is 2 hours and the maximum time is 5 days. But yeah, within 5 days your effect will be uh, like approved or rejected. Like for example, if the effect is not at all going with the Facebook guidelines, then obviously it will be yeah. Okay, so there's a question. Okay, Anushka asked that how to remove the background from the panda image. Okay, let's understand that too. Let's go. Let's. That's actually I searched. Okay, that's panda PNG that I searched. I got various photos. Then when I got various photos, I got this one is cute. Like, yeah, this one actually I took. Okay, so let's took this only. um, Save image as. Now there are again two options. You can remove it from Canva if you have Canva Pro. If you don't have, just go to this website remove.bg. BG is basically background. Okay, So if you'll go to this remove.bg, now you have to drag and drop this file here. It will remove your background in just 2 seconds, and yeah, it's done. If you click on download, the background is being removed. So that's how it's very much easy to remove to remove the background of panda. Like in the same way I searched for the paw. Like yeah, that's how I actually searched for it. Again, I did the same thing. I downloaded it. Okay. After downloading it, I removed its. Let's refresh it. Okay, and then let's upload this. Its background is being removed, and then yeah, it's done. So that's how it's very much easy to remove the background. Okay, so that's how it is to be done. Cool. Yeah, thanks for the question, Anushka. Now, yeah, where we were. Cool. So that's how you can actually publish your effect, and it's very much important to publish your effect, because then and only you will be able to understand. Now, yeah, here you can see there's an issue that you can't upload an image in png format, or we can say not actually png, but yeah, it's if it's having some transparency. So I'll just replace it with this photo. Okay, when I'll replace it, let's keep it like this, looking perfect to me, and yeah, let's submit. Yeah, that's how you can just submit your AR effect very easily, and it's very much amazing to do so when you are making the first one. Yeah, so that's how you can just submit your AR effect. Um, Cool, it's done. Here you can see it's clearly seen that you have submitted your effect successfully. It is usually reviewed within a few hours, but could take up to 5 days. Just click on done, and yeah, it's done. So here you can see few things. Yeah, here you can share your effect. Like for example, it is not being approved, right? But still you want to show your friends and ask, is it looking okay or not? So you can just click on this link, and it will be copied to your clipboard, and this link can be shared with your friends. But yeah, up to 50 people only can check. Okay, there's a limit. You can edit if you want to do some editing in the keywords or the name. Okay, you can do editing. And also, if you go to these three dots, you will be seeing these things. Okay, test on device, copy effect id, copy owner id, turn effect off, delete effect. Okay, so when you will be done with your effect, you will be submitting this effect in the submission form. So for that, we will be requiring you will be requiring these things. Okay, copy effect. Okay, if, you will be requiring the effect id, owner id, and also the link. So from here you will be getting the link. Okay, so these three things are very much important whenever you are asked to submit your AR effect in any of the hackathons or workshops or in any of the form. Okay, yeah. And I'll just show you one more thing, that yeah, that's how your Spark AR hub homepage is being look like. So you can see clearly, like yeah, there's a lot of engagement. Like in last 28 days, the filters that I've made, I got almost 115k opens. That's actually a huge number for me. And also I got 1.1k shares. The impressions were amazing, and also 4.3k people actually uh, like captured videos or photos using those filters. Okay, so that's how you can see your effects. And also it feels so good when you see those numbers, that yeah, this much people are actually checking your filters. It sounds great. And also somehow a few filters got so viral that they are being used by celebrities. So yeah, it's actually amazing. You can also check insights like this. For example, if you go to, you can check insight accordingly. That, for example, when you have uploaded, you can see if people are making any sort of reels or not. For example, if people are making reels with your effect, then also you can check that out. It's very much easy. Like, for example, with these two filters, people have made reel, so you can see the reel as well. Yeah, that's how it is to be done. Cool. So this is all about Spark AR and how you can get started with it. There's just one more thing that I want to tell is about the Spark AR policies. So before making an effect, or before, we can say, before publishing it, it is very much important to know that what are the policies. And sometimes what happens when like, if you are violating any of the policy, your effect would be rejected. And it will, obviously, if your effect is being rejected somehow, it's a negative impression. Okay, so it is very much important to keep this in your mind. Part one is about the effects. All effects uploaded or submitted to SparkAir should follow these policies. The one is about the performance, visual, text and voice intent. There shouldn't be any, like, you shouldn't be promoting anything that is not good. Okay, and also, sometimes what happens, like, you can see, I'll just open my Spark Hub quickly. Okay, now here you can see one thing, that I have, in all of my effects, I have used my own face, or I have used someone else's face or the videos for it. So yeah, in the same manner, sometimes what happens, the people use this particular real time simulation videos in their effects, which actually again comes into the violation of the effects. So they actually get confused at why my effect is being rejected. So this is again one of the main reasons you can't use this real time. So, because again, Instagram and Facebook want that you should use your own, like, give some real life experience to people who are also using those filters. Okay, now the part two is about the metadata and the media. Okay, like, like, you just can't duplicate the names, and also like, the things, the text you are using in the effect shouldn't be violating anything, or shouldn't be degrading anyone. So it is very much important to keep this in your mind. And also, as I mentioned, okay, the demo videos must accurately demonstrate the effects, features and capabilities being used by someone. It shouldn't be like, for example, my effect is like, I made the effect of panda, and I actually added the, what I can say, I added the demo video of something else. So again, it's not good. We shouldn't be doing that. Okay, and the icons must not contain models used in the Spark AR Studio Simulator video that actually I just explained. So these are few things that you have to keep in mind, and it is very much to keep these things, like the Facebook and the Instagram community guidelines. You can check out those, and yeah, it's great. And at the same time, it's fun to work on Spark AR. It's always fun. Hello, Kush. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So that's all. And apart from that, I would be happy to see all your effects as soon as possible. And again, saying one more thing, that Spark AR is something that you should give it a try for once at least in your life, because making those filters on, like, having making those effects on Instagram and Facebook actually gives us an immense experience. Like, you have made something that can be used by your friends and by your family, or it can be a trend. Okay, so it feels so good. And again, when we see on a career aspect, it's actually truly amazing. Reason being, if you are an AR developer, if you are an AR creator, you are making a really good money. Like, brands are giving a really good amount to the AR developers. So it's actually amazing when we see all aspects of it. So soon I'm hoping to see really cool effects from your side. And yeah, thanks a lot for today. uh, yeah, there's just one more thing. um Anamika ma'am will be adding the submission form link in the comment section. Okay, where you can submit your AR effects. Okay, it would be great for us to see your how you are making like turning your imagination to the reality, and how creative you are. It would be really great for me to me for as well to see all those amazing effects from the side. So thanks a lot everyone for coming in and for joining in. It was really great explaining about this. And yeah, stay tuned for the second workshop. Thanks a lot.